Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Adrian at Be Lawful Neutral, and today is Monday, so happy Monday, guys. That means that is a top 5 video. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what the top 5 is all about, it could be top 5 anything. It could be top 5 least favorite moments or favorite moments about a certain movie, top 5 picks for a certain casting. So yeah, but Age of Ultron came out a month from now for the US anyways, so I decided let's do a top 5 kind of favorite things about the movie. So let's get on with it. So top 5, my number 5 is the Avengers are finally a team. Now the first movie was very much we're kind of meeting up for the first time, and it's kind of a whole bunch of personalities kind of clashing, and you're not really getting a team yet. But you know, at the end of the movie, they have to work together for the greater good and kind of fight off this Shatari invasion. But this movie, straight from the opening of the movie, you get these Avengers finally working together. You get like there's a interview, I forgot, I guess with the producer. He was like, man, they're doing like alley-oops, they're doing assists, throw this to this person. And then when Black Widow said Hulk, or not Hulk, but somebody take down that bunker, freaking Hulk just rammed right into the bunker. Or Thor and Captain America kind of assisting each other, and kind of Thor or Mjolnir to the vibranium shield and just kind of makes that pathway. Just, I guess they kind of learned that from the first movie where they clashed. But it was very cool to see them finally work together, and it was very cohesive. It was just like a Jeep or whatever getting thrown into the air. Hulk catches it and throws it to another Jeep or whatever, and it's really cool because this is the Avengers that I kind of grew up. Well, not grew up, but I remember reading some quintessential Avengers story arcs, and even reading comics that came out before I was even born. But remember, this is kind of the Avengers that I've always wanted to see, and them finally working together, and Cap kind of giving orders throughout them fighting and doing this mission. So that was extremely incredible to see. I very much like to see the Avengers work together, even though there's still some troubles later on to the movie. But anyways, that was awesome. The Avengers are finally a team. Number 4, Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster, I love, and I kind of dislike it, but I more love the Hulkbuster. We finally get to see it. I remember Iron Man 3, in the trailer, you saw a kind of Hulk-looking Iron Man suit, and everybody thought it was a Hulkbuster. It was like, I think the suit was called Igor or something. It was like purple, and it was funky. But this is straight up Hulkbuster, and I very much like that Bruce Banner helped him create the Hulkbuster. Just because Bruce Banner kind of knows that the Hulk could be a little unpredictable, or he could be a little vulnerable at moments. So especially with Scarlet Witch kind of making him go a little crazy or whatever. But yeah, it was very nice to see. First off, that satellite thing that was, every time Iron Man lost an arm, it would just another one would shoot back and just reattach itself. That was freaking awesome. The only thing I didn't like, and this is what I'm talking about, how I kind of liked and disliked. I very much did not like that Iron Man won this battle. The more Hulk gets angry, the stronger he gets. The Hulk should have torn the hell out of the Hulkbuster suit. The Hulk, or Iron Man, should not have won that fight. But it's whatever. I guess it would have made for a Man of Steel type of thing, where Hulk would just, the more he fought, the angrier he got, and of course Bruce Banner is not control over him, so he would have kind of destroyed the entire place. But they kind of need to shut him down in some way. But it was still a very fun fight. I know a lot of kids enjoyed it. My niece loved it, especially the part where Tony's kind of fists were going back and forth, and it was just smashing the Hulk's face. It was great. I absolutely loved it, and it's very nice. I very much want to get the Hot Toys version of Hulkbuster. It's like $800 and some bucks, so I have to save up some money for that. But man, it's gorgeous. It finally happened. I very much want to see it again in the future. So yeah, I'll hope to see it again. Number 3, Captain America is finally leading the team, and I kind of wished for more. I very much, one of my favorite parts about the first Avengers is when Captain America is giving the team orders. I remember the entire thing because I was waiting for, as soon as Nick Fury told Iron Man, "You're part of a bigger universe, you just don't know it yet." And then he told him the Avengers Initiative. I knew exactly where this shit was heading, and I loved it. And when Captain America was finally giving those orders, where he's telling Hawkeye to go in the building, or he's telling Iron Man, check the perimeter, and Thor, he got to bottleneck that portal, and then telling Black Widow to stay on the ground with them, and finally telling Hulk to smash, do what he's good at. This one, he didn't really give that many. He didn't really give too many orders. I really like that the Avengers picked on him about the language joke. That was pretty fun because he's very an old-fashioned guy. So it was very nice to see them pick on him. But yeah, it was really interesting. I kind of wish that he felt more like a leader, because there was still so much going on in the movie that there was no way that Captain America could have been, I need everybody here together. In a crisis like Ultron, people are going to be going crazy. They're going to be scattering. They're going to be doing what they feel like they need to do, and not what Captain America feels like they need to do. And I really love that part with Tony and Steve at the farm, and I forgot what Tony says. He says, "Isn't this the why we fight, so we can end the fight, so we could go home?" And then Cap says, "Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die. Every time." And I love that. And it really sets up Civil War. So that is something to look out for, and I can't wait for them to kind of hint some of the events of Ultron in Civil War. So that is also something to look out for, and I will absolutely love to talk about Civil War when that comes out. I can't wait. Civil War is my favorite comic book story arc. It wasn't executed as well as I wanted it to be, but the idea of pro-registration and kind of Tony's, kind of against or for registration, or Tony's pro-registration and Steve against registration, and just the idea of villains teaming up with heroes to fight villains and heroes. It's just the Marvel Universe. They care about something much more than just killing each other, and more about, this is more about our rights, our civil rights, and I absolutely love that whole idea, and I can't wait for it to be translated to film. But let's go on to number 2. Now, number 2 is something that I love and I hate, but it's the new Avengers. I love the new team. And for spoilers, for those of y'all who haven't seen the film yet, it's been out for a month. You should see it by now. It's Avengers: Age of Ultron. You need to have seen it at least the first week. But yeah, it is the death of Quicksilver bothered the hell out of me. Me and my friends were talking how it was a very unnecessary death. You didn't really need someone to die to show the stakes of Ultron, because Ultron was already beaten up when he accidentally killed Quicksilver. If you were to have had Ultron kill someone, it should be Ultron at his most powerful moments. Have him, Quicksilver zipping around, and then Ultron kind of just grabs him by the neck or something, and then I don't know how you would go about killing him, but it felt very weak. Ultron was in a Quinjet and he was just shooting, and I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. If you want to see Ultron fight, you want to see him fight hand to hand with all the Avengers, and that was another problem that I had, and maybe we'll talk about that later. But Ultron wasn't that menacing of a villain. He was kind of looking at all the Ultron bots kind of fight the Avengers, and then when they were done with all the Ultron bots, he was just kind of just standing there, and then they decided, well, let's just all zap him to death, and that was pretty much it. But anyways, that's not the point. Number two, the new Avengers. So you had Scarlet Witch, you had the Vision, you had Falcon, War Machine, Black Widow, and Captain America. I'm hoping that they recruit Ant-Man at the end of the film, just because he was already found on the Civil War set photos. He was already found, not working with the team yet, but he was just found on set with Falcon, which I thought was pretty sweet. I thought, well, maybe they recruited him, but obviously it's already confirmed that Paul Rudd will be coming back for Civil War, and that movie is just getting bigger and bigger, and it needs to be big if you're going to do Civil War, because you need half the Marvel Universe. You need the Marvel Universe to be split up in two and to fight each other, so you really need a lot of people in that film to make it as extraordinary as it should be, and as epic as it should be. But yeah, the new Avengers looks sweet. I really wish that they pulled off the Cap's kooky quartet, where you had Captain America, you had Hawkeye, you had Vision, you had Scarlet Witch, and I think that's it. I think those were the Avengers that came after the Thor and Iron Man generation. But I really wish Quicksilver was there, and that was another thing that I had a problem with. Quicksilver looked like a bum, which I guess they kind of were bums. You know, he had the long hair and he had the stubble, and I don't know. I really pictured, you know, Quicksilver should be all cleaned up. He should have like the kind of parted, I guess, hair with this kind of like I don't know. He has a weird kind of hair in the comics, but I really wish that they did that. Excuse me, I'm going crazy. Quicksilver was just kind of annoying for me. I really wish that they didn't kill him, because if you were to have killed someone, it probably should have been someone like Nick Fury or someone like Maria Hill. But Maria Hill's a big part of Civil War. But I really wish it was. I really like the whole idea of super speed. That's one of my. If I were ever to get a superpower, super speed will probably be one of them. But yeah, I really like the way they executed the way they did his powers. So I was like, why are you not going through with this? Why are you destroying, or why are you killing Quicksilver? Come on, keep him alive. But I really like the idea of the new Avengers. You change up the roster. That's what the Avengers are about. At some point, everybody in the Marvel Universe has been an Avenger. Almost all the X-Men have been Avengers. You know, you have like Havoc as an Avenger, which I would have never thought that happened. You had like the Guardians are like full Avenger. They have like their little membership cards or whatever. It's kind of cute. But yeah, I really wish that Quicksilver stayed alive. You got that Cap Kooky Quartet. But it's alright. You know, maybe, you know, nothing's really dead in the Marvel Universe, but Kevin Feige was like, he's 100% dead, and made me cry inside. But it's whatever. Number one. This is my favorite thing about Avengers Age of Ultron. I absolutely loved the Vision. The Vision is one of those characters that you think they would never be able to pull off from comic books to the movie. You think it's almost impossible. And I forgot who said on the DC side that they said something about there's no way that they're gonna do a Martian Manhunter. That Martian Manhunter is lame, or there's no way. DC, take notes. Marvel accomplished doing one of the weirdest characters in the Marvel Universe. They, other than like Skin or Ice Cream Man or whatever, but they brought the Vision to life, and I can't believe the way they did it. They executed it perfectly. The suit looked awesome. Paul Bettany did a phenomenal job as the Vision, and he felt like the Vision. He was very philosophical. He wasn't on anybody's side. He just said, I'm on the side of life. So we need to protect these people, and if you know, defeating Ultron is the answer, then we need to defeat Ultron. But one of my favorite scenes in Age of Ultron was the final scene when it was the last Ultron bot and Vision, and you know, Ultron was like, how are you so naive, and you know, you're ridiculous, and he was talking about how, you know, humans are going to end up destroying themselves, or I forgot how that scene went, but I remember Vision was just like, I was born yesterday. Like, I you know, I have things to learn. And then Ultron tried to attack him, and there's no way he's going to be able to destroy the Vision. But I thought that was a very, very poetic, you know, it's just, it was literally, their children, almost. They don't know the full extent of what the Avengers could do, or you know, in Captain America's sense, what the human spirit is about. And if y'all haven't seen Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, I'm not sure which episode it is. I think it's season 2. It's later. I think it's Ultron's last. I think it's his last episode. It's when they create the Avenger drones, or the the Mecha Avengers, and Captain America's like the last one alive. But yeah, y'all should see it, and y'all should see when Vision said something about, I forgot how it went, but he was like Ultron designed me to be perfect, and thinking about it, that meant to be more human, to be flawed, and what have you, and just Avengers: Age of Ultron should not have. I mean, Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes should not have been canceled. It was a terrific cartoon, terrific television series for both children and adults. Awesome, but the Vision was excellent in that cartoon. Excellent in the movie. He was very, very philosophical. I feel like he might be next to Captain America as the kind of the voice of reason. He's kind of just, you know, maybe hopefully Cap kind of goes to him for advice, and I feel like Vision could definitely be kind of like the Herschel to The Walking Dead. You know, he could be the one that says if this is good or a bad idea. But yeah, those are my top 5 of Avengers: Age of Ultron. Top 5 favorite things. If y'all have anything to discuss, if y'all want to discuss anything, y'all could go ahead, give me your top 5 in the comments below. Hopefully we could talk some Avengers: Age of Ultron. That'd be a lot of fun. I very much want to keep this channel a very almost like I'm just another guy in your forum. You know, this is kind of just an editorial. I'm not a news channel. This is very much just let's talk comics, you know, type of deal. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully I kind of keep the channel updated with the scheduled videos. Wednesday, again, I have a debate. I still need to work on that. Friday, kind of a you know, all news type. I'm trying to think of a name for Friday. I feel like there could be a cool idea of a name somewhere in there, but yeah, anyways, thank you guys for checking it out. Subscribe, like, help out the channel just a little bit. So yeah, again, if y'all have anything to add, maybe if y'all want to correct me, because I maybe just be talking out of my ass here, but if y'all want to correct me or tell me something that I missed, if y'all want to add y'all's top 5 into the comments below, feel free to do so, and I'll talk to you guys later.